How do you like my new face? Well, hello everyone, it's me, SimplyPuffLogical again. First of all, I'm not dying that I know of, so I don't want to worry anyone. What I am going through is some undetermined health issues that started recently in June, where my eyes kind of flare up and get puffy, rashy, and I have this red ring around, and I still don't 100% know what's going on. It got so bad yesterday with the swelling that I ended up going to the hospital upon the advice of my doctor, who saw a picture of me and was like, "Go to the emergency clinic, miss." So I went to the hospital yesterday and they gave me some drugs, which is why it doesn't look as swollen as it did yesterday. So it's coming down a bit, but it's just kind of a temporary fix to bring down the swelling, and it doesn't actually treat the underlying cause. So I still have to go to a bunch of different doctors in the next few weeks or months to figure out what is actually going on here. But for now, I kind of look like, a character out of It's a Bug's Life. Or I look like I got eye filler or just a facelift and I'm recovering. They forgot to puff up everything except my lips. I want my money back. Okay, yes, I'm joking, but that's how I deal. I have talked a little bit about what's going on with my face on our podcast, SimplyPuffLogical, and I've mentioned it on my Snapchat a few times, but I realized that not everyone maybe watched those clips or maybe they missed them. So I kind of wanted everything to be in one place on my YouTube channel that you could easily refer back to, that doesn't disappear either. And also moving forward, when I'm making videos or I'm on Snapchat with my face and it looks crazy or weird, I kind of don't really want to have to keep repeating what's going on. So I thought this would just kind of help explain the situation, and now you guys know. Not that I have all the answers today, because I don't. Also, quick disclaimer, I am not making this video to get medical advice from the YouTube comment section. I just want to fill you guys in. But I will say that I really appreciate those of you who have had similar flare-ups or issues, or someone close to you where they had something similar and you've been sharing your stories with me. I don't want to dissuade people from telling me their real stories that might seem similar to mine. I actually appreciate hearing you guys say that. But at the same time, I'm not trying to invite people to diagnose me on the internet. Unless you're Dr. Mike, call me. Tyler's jealous. Y'all wanna get in closer? It actually doesn't look so bad today. Oh, a little puff. So let's back up a little bit and explain what I do know about what's going on. 3 years ago, Simply Nailogical did nail art. Back in 2017 in the summer was the first time I started experiencing these really weird eye rash things that kind of formed a red circle, like a ring around my eye, and it was itchy and uncomfortable. It wasn't as swollen as it has been lately, but it was mostly like a red rash. At the time I went to the dermatologist, I did patch testing, which is actually a really cool thing where they put 70 different ingredients or common ingredients found in household items on your back. They put a bunch of tape on it, and 96 hours later, they see which ones reacted. So I did that, and we determined that I am allergic to certain metals found in makeup. So as a result, I had to throw out a couple makeup palettes, but it wasn't the end of the world. I also, at the same time, did a course of corticosteroids, not to be confused with anabolic steroids, and stopping wearing the makeup that was irritating me, paired with the course of corticosteroids, ended up completely resolving my eye issues, and I went back to normal. I also had a feeling at the time that my flare-ups were correlated with a lot of traveling. Being in airports, it happened a lot when we were going to VidCon. My eyes would get a little teary and they'd turn red. So I kind of figured it was a combination of some makeup, but then also just exposure to pollution, people, germs, etc. And stress. Maybe just a little bit of stress. Anyways, after we figured it out and I got the steroids, it did not return for 3 years. And now here we are in 2020, the year of all great things so far. It started to come back in early June, so a couple months ago. I noticed it just a little bit as a bit of a red ring. It wasn't swollen yet, but it was definitely there, and I was having flashbacks, and I was like, oh God, no, please, not again. All I want to do is be a booty guru. I took a bunch of pictures knowing that I would have to see the dermatologist again. dermatologist. I took a bunch of pictures knowing I would have to see the dermatologist again, so I could also monitor how it got progressively worse. Ever since the beginning of quarantine, actually, I haven't been wearing any makeup, especially around my eyes. So I really don't think it was that triggered it or that made it continue to stay on my face like that. Also, it looks bad, like it looks kind of weird and like rashy, but it also feels really bad as well. As it got worse, the redness, it was itchy, but more than itchy, it was like burning. It's as if I got a chemical peel around my eyes and the skin just kind of shed a layer. So it felt very raw and it was this burning sensation. And no matter what I put on it, even water or even the cream that the dermatologist recommended, CeraVe, like a cream that doesn't have much in it, no fragrance, yada yada, even those things would sting. I also found it really hard to sleep because I'd wake up in the middle of the night just like scratching my eyes out. It's just this really weird thing that not only looks weird, but it makes me feel like shit. So after it came back in June, I called my doctor and was prescribed another course of steroids, and it fixed it temporarily for a few weeks. And then it came back. So I went to the dermatologist who had a look at my face again and said that we're gonna have to do more patch testing because even though I did it 3 years ago, things can change. Then she prescribed me a second course of steroids, just hoping that maybe this time it'll just like kick it in the butt and it'll stop it, because that's what happened 3 years ago. So I did that again and it seemed much better. And I was also very hyper during this time of steroids. As you may have noticed, I made a TikTok dance on Instagram Reels, which isn't TikTok, but you know, your mother is learning. Anyways, so steroids does have a side effect of making you kind of hyper and crazy, which I am right now because I'm on them for a third time, but we'll get there. So while I was on the second course of steroids, I also took all my dermatologist's advice and tried to get rid of any potential allergens or irritants that it could be that we just hadn't concluded that maybe it was yet. I changed my laundry detergent. I changed my shampoo to free and clear. I'm only washing my face with water or using creams or Vaseline that the dermatologist said I should use. I obviously haven't been wearing makeup. I even tried cutting out dairy. I slept in a different room for a couple nights just to see. And Ben got really sad when I did that. And I was like, but Ben, what if I'm allergic to you? You know, we have to rule out all the things. And I haven't even been wearing nail polish, which is crazy for me. I know, it actually feels disgusting to not be wearing nail polish. Like, who am I? Disgusting and raw and naked. I really don't like it. But since I stopped wearing nail polish, my eyes actually got worse. So actually the first set of patch testing I did 3 years ago did include nail polish as one of the potential allergens, and I didn't react to that 3 years ago. So hoping it's the same deal this time around and that it's something else. Actually, on that note, I don't even know that this is an allergy. I'm still not even sure about that. We're just like, that's kind of the first step to figure it out. I tried taking antihistamines, which should help reduce swelling if you're having an allergic reaction, but they did absolutely nothing. So I did all these things at the advice of my dermatologist, and I truly am being so careful to avoid like literally everything I can possibly avoid except the air. But after my second course of steroids was done, it slowly started coming back again. And this time it came back worse than it had ever been before. So bad so that my eyes got so swollen that when I woke up one day, I couldn't open my eyes. And that's when we decided to go to the hospital. I sent a picture of my face to my family doctor, and she wanted us to go to the hospital because she wanted them to rule out whether it was cellulitis, which is a bacterial infection that can be very serious and can make you lose your vision. So luckily it wasn't cellulitis, so that's good. I'm just having still a ridiculously aggravating reaction to be determined. It's so weird because my eyes and my eyeballs are fine. Like, I can see fine. They themselves, like the eyeballs, aren't red or swollen. It's just the skin around my eyes that gets very swollen and irritated. Actually, they did a vision test on me and found out that I have 20/20 perfect vision. So guess I don't need glasses, which kind of sucks because I would like to be able to wear glasses right now so I can hide my puff face. But because my eyes were just so swollen, the ER doctors prescribed me a third round of corticosteroids because I couldn't open my eyes. And that explains why my eyes don't look as bad right now as I'm filming this, because I've been on steroids for a few days, so the swelling has come down. But me and my doctors know that this is just a temporary fix. It's not actually treating the underlying cause here. So it's very possible that after the steroid course is done, that it might just come back for a fourth time. And you're also not supposed to take steroids all the time because there's lots of fun side effects I've been warned of. So what now, Simply? Sorry to disappoint you, but SimplyPuffLogical will not be returning for the time being. No, I will be going back to my dermatologist for another round of patch testing, and I will also be seeing other types of doctors, like a rheumatologist, to hopefully rule out that this isn't an autoimmune related disorder. I've actually had a few blood tests already done to help figure that out, and I'll be going back for more. But these are things that can't be answered in just one doctor's visit. They take a lot of time, investigation, and multiple tests. So these things can be hard to diagnose, you know, not like fake hollow or anything. I can't help myself. All right, so that's my life update for now. I don't really know that much more than what I've already said here. It can be so many things. I also don't want to, you know, over speculate and like look up on the internet about all the reasons I could be dying. And I don't need other people to do that for me either. I'm trying to keep in good spirits. And the one good thing about steroids is that it's making me in a really good mood. So I'm just trying to keep that up. In posting some Snapchats recently, I got a lot of really heartfelt comments from people saying like, thank you for sharing even just this tiny update, because they've been dealing with something similar or something else on their face that was visible to others where they felt embarrassed or not comfortable, and they just really appreciated that I was just showing my face and, you know, didn't care. And this is what's up. I'm puffy. I don't look how I normally do. And, you know, I'm not ashamed of it either. I'm not embarrassed. So I guess I learned through seeing some of your comments that like, hey, maybe I should just come out and show my face in a more obvious, direct way here on YouTube. I know you guys know I'm not someone who thinks I need to look 100% perfect to be on camera all the time. Like, that's already been established. You know, I'm often not wearing makeup. And recently I've been forced, like I haven't had a choice but to not wear makeup in the last few months. And it's been kind of annoying because, you know, sometimes people say, oh, why do you look so tired today, Christine? Because I'm not wearing concealer. I'm not embarrassed of my face. And if this whole experience has taught me anything, it's that I really do just totally appreciate my normal, natural face. And when my face flares up and gets swollen and red, it makes me appreciate my natural face so much more. Yeah, I don't really like have a big point to make about beauty standards in this video, but it really has shown me that I'm just truly grateful for my normal face. I don't need to do anything to it, and I just hope that we resolve this so I can just live my life happily with my natural, normal face. Imagine I was actually a makeup channel. What would happen to my career? I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy or the biggest enemy in the booty guru industry, okay? Like, no one. This is not fun. It's a good thing I'm a hand model and not a face model, you know? This experience so far has also given me a big appreciation for those who work in healthcare, because I've had good and bad experiences, and the good ones are where the doctors really listen to you and not just dismissing you, which has happened to me in the past, especially during these times of COVID. It's not the most fun time to be going to the hospital during COVID season, I will say. Shout out to all the doctors and healthcare workers and the nurses, and the triage nurses especially too, who I felt recently have really listened to me and helped me trying to figure this out. So yeah, it does feel kind of weird making a video like this and putting it on my channel, because I'm not really the kind of person to just air all my personal things and make content out of it. Like, I really don't like doing that actually, and I questioned whether or not I should do this at all, but ultimately I decided that I know everyone kind of knows what's up. It's hard to hide my face when you're a public person on the internet right now. So for me, it just feels a lot better to kind of just get it out there, tell you guys basically what's up, and just so I can reduce people asking me every time they see maybe I have a rash or I'm puffy or I'm not wearing makeup. It reduces people asking what's going on just by putting this out there. So that's ultimately why I wanted to do it. And I'm also like not really ashamed of it. So this is my face now, guys. Subscribe or unsubscribe, whatever you want. This will probably affect my content to a little extent because I might have to take a break just from doing things in general because the doctor says stress plays into this. That's why I need treatment faster. Doctor, fix this. It's not just that I have a lot of work to do. I thrive on doing the work that I do, especially when it comes to making YouTube videos and doing stuff for Hello Taco and planning and shooting and all these things. I love doing all that stuff, and it's really hard to just, you know, stop doing all that just for the purposes of not being stressed, because I guess I like being stressed, I don't know. Basically, having to take a break from the things that make you feel good and happy kind of sucks. And we do have another Hello Taco collection coming up later in September, which I had started shooting. Now I'm taking a little bit of a break from it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might have to use Ben as a stand-in hand model. Or maybe we might start using some swatchers. So I don't really know yet, but I'm working on it. The team is absolutely helping me and supporting me, and we're gonna figure it out. I have no plans to disappear from social media at the moment anyways. Like, I still like being on social media and talking to you guys and being on Snapchat or Twitter. And when I feel up to making a video or recording a podcast, I will. Okay, so that's my life story. I am as frustrated as you are because I know you have gotten no real answers, but that's because I don't have any yet. I just want to figure out what is doing this to my face. And maybe my doctor says, hey Christine, it's that shampoo you're using. And I'll say, great, I just won't shower anymore. I do hope it's something as simple as that, but I also realize that it's probably not going to be, at least in the next few weeks or months. It's gonna take time to actually come to a real meaningful conclusion. And I have seen people tell me that I might have lupus, and if that's the case, doesn't that mean that I could just turn into a werewolf during the full moon? That'd be pretty cool. I'm sorry, I joke when I'm unsure of things. But for now, we don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't got answers for you. All I want right now is you to subscribe to my channel. No, just kidding. I hate myself. I just want your love and support. No, that's also lame. I don't want anything. I don't want anything from you. I'm just letting you know what's going on. That's all. Maybe you're someone who's experienced something similar, which I swear there are so many of you. I see that in my comments. So hopefully maybe this helps you just to see, you know, me talk about it on the internet, show my face, and not give a shit. You can be beautiful without makeup, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Ben? I'm beautiful, right? Ben? Ben!
Look at your puffy eyes.
Ben, am I still beautiful?
I just want you to feel better.
Or a blowfish. Stop! Wanna go for a walk?
Yeah, she's on the steroids again.
You wanna make a TikTok dance? Petition for Ben to make a TikTok dance with me. You gotta do it, because I'm sick. I need your support.
You're a TikTok. I gotta go to the doctor, say, Christine's got an incurable case of TikTok. Gonna have to shut off the power and water to your house.
I wish I could do that, just like remote control. Stop the eye rashes. Stop. Don't you wish you could do that to me? Just like turn me off.
I wish I had a remote control for you. Yeah.
Shut up.
Rewind.
Mute.
Fast forward. Get to the point.
Get to the point. This whole video. Get to the point.
You need to go. You need to go rest now.
No. I gotta shoot some collection boxes, maybe.
She's not allowed to work. There might not be a video for a little bit.
No, there will be some video somewhere. Maybe on the Hello Taco channel. I have a rainbow gradient that I was editing this week.
Okay. Gonna take a little break. Thanks so much for watching.
Let me. Ben's been wearing 3 fingers of nail polish because I can't.
Keep it away from your eyes. Don't lick it.
All right, everybody. I don't know. This wasn't an entertaining video. I feel like I should apologize. No. I'm sorry. Unless you think my face is funny enough to laugh at. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!